Well, hey, YouTubers, it's Joy again with Paper Cuts by Joy. And before we start, it is 2:44 on Saturday, September 23rd. So, before we start, I give you some pretty things to look at. My video took forever to post, so I'm trying something a little bit different this time to see if it makes a difference, because I really want to be consistent and, try and make videos and post them every day. So I said that I would be back, and I think that was like Sunday or Monday, and here we are on Saturday. So anyway, let's talk about a couple things, and then I thought we would just create a cover from that paper that I used on my last video. So, a couple books to share with you that I have purchased. We're going to probably use this one for the cover. This is a vintage Christmas one, and I got these off Amazon. I don't know where the author might be on here. But if you just search collage books or vintage Christmas or vintage Halloween ephemera or whatever, I mean, there's just tons and tons of books. So just real quick, we'll kind of flip through these. But you see that there's papers and then there's things to cut out. I'm just now really kind of looking through this one. So look how pretty that is. So many things you can do with these. So very pretty. Pattern paper throughout, and then a lot of things to cut out. So there's that one. I just thought I would share. And, I'll share the other one here in a minute too. And then this is vintage Halloween ephemera. And this paper just feels so nice. You have some blank things in there if you wanted to print. But it's got like little journal cards. I thought this might be cute on our cover. I don't know yet. I should mark that. Let's just do that real quick. I might use that. The owls are nice. There was another image I seen in here. I was kind of thumbing through this earlier. So I'm not real sure yet what we're going to put. That's cute. But there was another image. We'll just flip through this real quick. Now you see this isn't double-sided. It's just plain paper on the one. But both books, it feels really good. This is cute for like a little mini book. Isn't that cute? Maybe it was skulls that I seen. Some of these things are a little kind of weird. I don't know that I would ever use those. That's cute. That's cute. Can't remember. Sorry if I'm quiet. I'm just kind of flipping through here with you. I'm not sure yet. We'll decide once we get it together. I really need to get, that's cute too. Together on making these journals that I told you I have all this stuff over here for. Those are cute. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to throw this in here too. That's kind of cute as well. I don't know. And then I'll show you, I'm going to put this to the side. And then I'll show you, I also, because I belong to a lot of Facebook groups with, junk journals and glue book things. Somebody said they had bought this and I had to have it. So it's the 1945 Christmas book, Sears and Roebuck. And of course it is a reproduction, but just look at all that. That's just so nostalgic for me. And again, I got this off Amazon, Dover Publications. So if you just type that in, you'll get it. But, it's got all these great images and things that we like. Sorry for bumping. That we can use. So yeah, there's that. I wanted to show you that. So lots of things in there. Yeah. And if I had it out, I would show you this other book. Well, I can get it real quick. Let's just do it real quick. Sorry. That I actually got from my sister. And it is a 1908 Sears Roebuck catalog. So this is a real one. And my sister and her family have a thrift shop, if you will, so they're always finding and running across different things. And when I seen this, she loves to go through them and look at the things for like pricing and things like that because of the things that they sell. I wanted it because it's old and all this paper. Look at this. You know, us paper junk journal people. So yeah, I have that. I am lucky enough to have that. All right, so there's that. Enough of all that. Cool. Let's get started. And if my little dog growls or barks, I apologize, but her daddy is off helping the neighbor, so she hears noises and she wants to be a silly goose. So if you remember this paper that we used the other day when I was painting inside of my notebook, when we used up some paints, and I was saying that this side would make a good cover. So that's what we're going to do. So I just have my manila envelope. What are they? I think they're 9 by 12. Yes, they're 9 by 12. I did glue the flap shut. You can, and I may do that. I still may trim. I'm just going to fold this over here just to get my crease, and then we'll get started. I may snip open one of the ends. I don't know yet. And then have like a little pocket for a little secret hiding spot. I don't know. I may or I may not. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So we're just going to apply this on here. So I just have a big brush. I was going to show you. Now, I love Mod Podge, don't get me wrong, but I think there's a time and a place for Mod Podge and a time and a place for Liquitex. I do love Liquitex. This is my big bottle. I typically keep it in just a smaller thing at the ready, and it's just usually sitting and I can just grab it. This probably needs filled up. So that's my favorite, although I do love Mod Podge as well. So we will just go ahead and get started. I'm sure you've seen this, pardon me, 100 zillion times. But we're going to do it together, and maybe we'll get it decorated too. So nothing great or fancy about this. Just spread your adhesive, whatever you decide you're going to use. I'm very generous with it, yes. Go all the way to your edges. I hope you guys are having a good Saturday. We ran a few quick errands in town earlier, not long at all, and took our pup on a RIDE with us. So, I said, I really don't want to do anything else. I kind of just want a relaxing evening at home, or weekend at home. So he is helping the neighbor with some trim, but yeah. So I've pretty much been at my craft desk most of this late morning. I don't even know what time it is. I didn't even look at my watch. I've probably been over here a couple hours. So all I did was spread that around. This is a great way to make covers. I love making covers. I haven't figured out why yet. And if you don't like this stuff on your hands, then put gloves on. It bugs me sometimes, but I get over it. And I'm sloppy, you know. So there, that's all you do. Spread that on there. We're going to miter these corners and get that on there. Figure out, I didn't think about that. Really figure out what we're going to put on the inside. We might not do that part on camera because I wasn't prepared for that. So, yeah, I just saturated it, put that down, and off we go. Off to the races. And just kind of, you know, miter your corners. Again, this is not anything that I think most of us who make books don't know about. And hopefully you can see well. Books, journals, whatever it is you make. I have so many projects, as most of you do too, that you want to do. I have a golden book I want to do. I have all these fall and Halloween I want to do. I want to do Christmas. I want to make ephemera. I want to make covers. You know, it's just not enough time in the day. So yeah, and you can take a card and, you know, spread this about if you want. I don't get too worked up over that kind of stuff as long as it's adhered good and it looks like it is. But yeah, again, you can leave that open and then you can slit it on both sides and have it open on each side for some fun things. So, and I'm very curious how fast this video will post this time. We'll see. And if it works, I'll let you know on the next video what I did. And I'll know what the problem was. I have a suspicion, but I'm not real sure. I have a suspicion it's my phone. Now, I'm not real worried about this paper on the inside because this will get a sheet of something on it as well. I do try to be neat and tidy. So I really don't care what this looks like folding it in, because this isn't going to be the last thing that you see. So just bring those in. So yeah, if this posts well, then I know what my problem is, then I can get some videos made and ready. And there won't be this big long gap, so I can be on here longer and craft with you guys. I don't know why I put that away. And yeah, I appreciate those of you who have looked at my other video, and really appreciate if you have left comments of any kind. And if you've subscribed, I appreciate that. So I know it takes a while to get going on here, and I'm really hoping that it will for me. So I appreciate you being here. And if you have questions or something you want to see, sorry, I'm shaking the desk. Oopsie. Shake, shake, shake your booty. Let me know. Leave those in the comments as well. I don't know why I like making journals. Like I said, I just love to make journal covers. I mean, I could just sit and make journal covers. And sometimes I do that. I will just sit and make covers with no really idea of what they're going to be or what I'm going to use them for. And if we have time, which we should, this certainly isn't going to take 45 minutes or an hour, I'll show you some of the covers I already have pre-made for fall and Halloween-y type things. All right, so there's that. And you just need that to dry. And then we'll definitely put corners on it. I'll probably do that later. I may turn my heat gun on, I don't know. Let's see here. Let's get some things out of the way, like the Liquitex out of the way. And get me out another wet wipe. So yeah, look at that. I love how this feels already. So this was just, we could put more paint and such on that. I don't know what we're gonna do yet. This was just a, it was packaging that I had saved and I had been using as, you know, to put underneath things. Even though I have this mat, this glass, tempered glass, you know, I still will put things under it to have less cleanup. And then I just use those things as backgrounds. For example, while this is drying for a minute, I'll move that to the side. This is a book that I made exactly the same thing. This was a sheet of parchment paper that I had been using in between my art journal. And this is, yeah, I just made this little book out of it. Look, I didn't even cover up the inside. You can see where that's overlapped. Isn't that cute? So I'm not sure what I'm doing with this yet, but I just sat and made a book. It's just got 3 little signatures in it. I just went and pulled out all my papers and put a whole bunch of papers in here, and I'm not real sure what I'm going to do with it yet. So, cute, right? So yeah, that was just kind of a drop paper, you know, that I was doing stuff on. All right, let's dry this real quick. So I'll be right back. And I'm back. So while I was letting that dry and drying that a little bit, I went and drug some things out. So, you know, here's our book we just did. Let me back you out a little bit. Here's our book we just did. It's drying. So, I think what we're gonna do is make a cute little faceplate, whatever you want to call it. So I dug out a couple of things. I thought maybe this could be our base on here. So we'll see. But let's go through some of this stuff. Oh, I also found this cute bag. That will be cute, I think, in a journal. So I don't know. I pulled that out. Let's look at this stuff real quick. So, well, let's talk about that in a minute. Sorry, I'm all over the place today. Told you, squirrel, ADHD, it'll get you. All right, that's about as far out as I can zoom. So some paper packs that are fall-ish, Halloween-ish, Thanksgiving-ish. I don't think there's anything in this one I'll want to use. There's my inside paper. That's really cute. Orange is nice, but I won't use that for that. So, not that one. That to the side. This one, I used to belong to where you got a scrap pack of paper every month. I don't remember what I paid for it, but I have a gazillion, and they're themed, as you can see. So I pulled these out. I don't know, that's a maybe. I put that to the side. Hello Fall, I seen the cat, that kind of caught my eye. Looks like this might be very Thanksgiving-y themed, maybe. But you never know. Oh, I'm so sorry. I promise I'm going to fix that. Darn it. I'm going to set this one to the side. I think you get too many choices, you get overwhelmed. Here's some of the paper in this one. That's really cute. Let me just thumb through these. Cute. What would I be losing on the other side of that? No, I would be losing the cards. And yeah, it says Happy Thanksgiving. I don't think I want to lose any cards. Again, I apologize. I really am not, you know, I'm smarter than knocking my phone camera, but I just keep doing it. This one's cute. I don't know what I really want yet. This is a fun kit. I've used some things out of this here and there, but that's a fun colors, kind of different muted, if you will, for fall. Not your traditional colors, but that little pinky vintagey. Yeah, cute. I don't know about that either. I think it's going to be this or my other paper pack that I haven't showed you yet. So I thought I would, this is some leftover things that I have from this book that I worked with. My inspiration for this was Grace. Grace, The Comfiness with Grace. I actually belong to her groups, and we started this, I don't know, a year or two ago, and it's just ongoing for me. This was a huge book. I don't even know what kind of book it was. And I thought maybe some of this, that's why I pulled this out, because I knew this pack was with it. This webbing I thought might be cute to make for our faceplate. So, so I thought I would share it with you. I did put some charms on here. Well, I guess they're old buttons and a skull. This is really more of an art journal. It's not really, it's just a play in. You can see where I inked it and did some stenciling. Real quick. I can't really flip through it too well, so that's why I keep sliding it. These are those things that I told you that they may be copyrighted or whatever, but it's just a personal journal for me. So it's just for me to play in and thumb through and enjoy, so I don't think there's really a big issue with it. So isn't that cute? Just the layers of paper. Kind of a little fabric flip. I love this one. I had a lot of fun doing that one. Grace was very inspirational on that. Just the paper that I cut out, scrunched it up. You can see, you know, scrunched it up, inked it, added some gold teeth, put the kind of webbing behind it. Super cute. It's a napkin. That's a napkin. And these are just old magazine papers that, and wrapping papers. This is a hodgepodge of papers in here. As you can see, this is a brown paper bag that's in here and that have been painted. Look how fun that is. Look how fun that is. It's the middle. Yeah, it's just like it was a furniture magazine. So I haven't even worked in the back of it. I did kind of jump around. I really love this. I have to show this to you. Halloween is a day some people, see, Halloween is a day some people choose to wear a mask while others finally feel safe to take theirs off. And I just love this picture. It's like the old lady took her mask off, and then I just added these spiders. It was a creepy challenge in 2022 with a comfy nest with Grace. That's what this was that we did. So that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that, and it's funny. And this was just some chalk couture that we worked on in our books. Thought that was cute as well. And then one of those pictures. So nothing fancy. This is just truly an art journal for moi. Just a plan. So I thought I would shift through here and see if there's anything that I might want for our faceplate. I really want some of that webbing. And ooh, looky there. Forgot about that stuff. Some spiders. Creepy face. Oh, there's a creepy house. I like that too. Sorry, I get lost in my stuff when I haven't seen it for a while. I ooh and on. Oh, napkins, scraps, a little bag. I'm really looking for papers for the inside or something for our faceplate. And I'm not seeing what I want. Okay. Sorry for that interruption and veering off. Let's just get this stuff out of the way. Okay. Back to our faceplate. And I think I'm going to use this. All right, so it's not completely dry. And again, I'm not worried about this. I can do some touch up on that later. But let's work on our faceplate. And see how it's kind of raised and bumpily and bubbly? I could take an ink pad, like an orange, and I thought about, and I might still do it. And if I do, I'll share it on the next video. And ink over that to catch those wrinkles. But it just depends on how my faceplate turns out. This is some packaging, which probably looks familiar to you guys when we order stuff that I thought might be cute on there as well. I don't know yet. I was thinking about dyeing some gauze. I had a roll of gauze here. I was thinking about just inking it and maybe putting it on there for texture. I don't know yet. But let me get my little book back. And let's see what I think will look good on here. I love that, but this isn't, it's not going to be a spooky, scary Halloween book, but that's not really what I have in mind. I really like this. Even that's not spooky, really scary Halloween either, but I think it would be cute on there. So let's get that out of there. So let's cut this out haphazardly. Sometimes I like that these don't have things on the back because then I don't feel guilty that, oh, but that's so pretty, I didn't want to use it. I like that paper on the back. But then other times I like that it is, like in that vintage book that I showed you, the Vintage Christmas Ephemera. Because then you have a choice of which one you like to use, and I feel like you get even more pages and choices for your dollar, right? I'm just going to cut this out. Usually I would tear it, but we may rough up the edges and ink it, of course. So I don't know, just playing on a whim here. Had no plan in mind. So it may be a horrible video that I'm probably going to have to piece together. So let's see. what I think. Do I think she's too big? I don't know. Definitely needs something else. Speaking of ink, let me get my purple and my orange real quick. It's just on the other side of my desk over here with all of my inks. And I have tons of inks. I used to sell Stampin' Up, so I have lots of those. And then I have all kinds of others. These are from scrapbook.com. This is Mardi Gras, and this is Orange Spice. So we might use those. It needs something. I think it's the gauze that it needs, and I think that is behind me. If you heard me open my door, I have a big closet behind me, and it's jam-packed full of all kinds of stuff, but not what I want at the ready, of course. Sorry, I'm just thinking that could be scary. It actually is scary if I'm thinking, I guess. Oh my. I gotta think on this a minute. All right, well, I went a totally different way. I think I was trying to incorporate something because in my head I thought that's what I wanted, and I got too many things out. So we got rid of the corrugated cardboard. I had this out. We're getting rid of that. This is, I think, what I'm going to go with on this book. And then I can add some gems or some liquid pearls or something like that to spruce it up. So we're going to ink. I'm going to ink. This goes at the top. This goes at the bottom. And I have, what do I have? Gathered Twigs. I also have Vintage Photo. Those are the ones I use a lot. And we're going to ink this up. You ever get that block that you're like, why is this not working? Why is my brain not accepting this? Well, when I pulled some other things out and got to thinking, I was like, one, I think it was my picture that was driving my Halloween book. I think I had a different thing set in my brain and it wasn't working, so we needed to reevaluate it. And I probably don't like all this white, so I'm just going to gussy that up a little bit. And then I am going to ink the edges of this. I was off camera looking through that book thinking I was going to change even the picture. And I'll tell you, there's some pretty creepy kind of things in there that I probably will never use. But then there's some great pieces too, so just be aware. If you get that book, I wouldn't necessarily let your kids be going looking through it because there's some creepy stuff in there. Just a FYI. And that doesn't bother me that I gussied that up a little bit and wrinkled it. Let's just do this while we're here. Why not? You don't have to on this kind of packaging, but it just kind of gives it a little bit more dimension and another layer. All right, get those out of the way. Let's glue. Let's glue. I think I had this at the top and this at the bottom. So yeah, this is going to be a soft, really fun journal cover. So I think this will be good on there instead of it being bulky like I originally was thinking. We're just going to use our good old art glitter glue. Just refill my bottle when I need to. Nothing exciting about gluing. Oh, I did run one of those ink pads over this. It didn't show up well at all. I think some gold would. I can always add that and it might actually look good with this vintage type photo that we picked to go on the cover. It might actually look to have some gold, even some gold leafing, and I very well may do that. And again, if I play with this off camera, anything that I might play with off camera, I definitely will bring back and show you guys. I'm not a measurer at all, as you see. It's like, yeah, that looks good. But anything that I work on with you guys, and if I do anything off camera, I will definitely bring it back on the next video and kind of show you. That's why I thought we would do this journal cover, because I used that paper in that first video. So I was like, well, let's kind of work on a cover today. Smooshing that down real good. And no, I haven't fixed my camera setup. I have several camera holders, and I haven't even switched to the other one. When that video wouldn't load, I'm like, well, maybe this is a sign that this isn't even going to work. My friend's like, maybe it's a challenge, maybe it's a test. I was like, oh, you would say that to me, my pal Debbie. And she's right. So when it posted, I kind of did a little happy dance inside. It's like, okay, we're going to keep going. Boring probably watching me glue. And then I was trying to decide, am I going to offset it? Am I going to keep it centered? Am I going to have it raised up? And I'm like, oh, for Petey's sake, maybe I just need some paper behind it. See, I like it better already than the route that I originally was going to go. That happens. That happened to you? That's okay. I love that now. So cute. Everyone getting ready for fall. Oh, I was going to tuck these in behind there, wasn't I? Whoopsie. Oh, well. Can just do that if I wanted, which I might. I'm excited for fall. The leaves are definitely starting to change here in Ohio. I'm just touching this. I don't care if this lays completely flat. It's probably going to get mushed and torn and twisted with touch and feel, and that's fine for me. And I very well may add, I even crunch it up a little bit there. Add some things to this. As I start pulling things out. I can't believe all the stuff I found when I was just pilfering around looking for that other book to show you. Which it was so big I really couldn't even show you that well on camera. This stuff is fun because you can kind of scrunch it and scrunch it, and that's cute. I don't really want to cover up my Halloween word there. That is super cute. You can leave it exactly like that, or I definitely can fiddle and fuss with it a little bit more. Certainly could. Look how cute that is. I think it needs something right here, and maybe, I don't know yet. And then we can do our paper inside, because I think I decided, you know what I could do? I probably could carry this paper right on the inside. Do I have enough? Probably not. Let's see. I'm going to zoom you out a little bit more if I can. I can't. Let's cut this off. These strips often are decorated like this on the other side, and I save those for different things, whether it's on a tag or a little border across the top of something, or so you have Hello Fall on there, and then I have that little border, and then this is just Echo Park. And then nothing fancy here, but this is where my strips of things go. It's just a Discover envelope. I nipped the end of it off. These are some strips that I made out of different papers, and where I cut those off, and I just stick them in here, and they're just slid right up here. So when I want or need them. I don't think I'm gonna have enough of this, no matter which way I cut this. But we'll look, we'll see. If not, I have plenty of other choices, right? I don't know if the camera is showing how pretty this paper actually is. It looks lighter in the thing, but it's very orangey. Yeah, I'm not gonna have enough. You could always do two different kinds of paper. I don't know if I'm doing pockets. I don't know any of that yet. Just making a journal cover. I need a day to just sit and play with journal covers. I have some made up, but like I said, I just like making journal. You know how some people love to sit and collage? I love to sit and make journal covers. So, I'm thinking I could actually do that, trim it down and just leave this, which I think I might do that. Let's do it, shall we? I start and stop this video so much, I don't even know how much time we are. Let me look at my watch real quick. We're probably about 45 minutes, so let's just finish this up. I'm going to trim this down to make this straight, first of all. And a little sliver off of there. Sorry, I'm back. I got interrupted that time because the neighbor came in. He needed the gator key. My husband's helping him with some trim at his house. So, yeah, I just trimmed that down to make it kind of neat. I think I'm just going to leave it like that. And, of course, I'm going to ink it because you have to ink everything, I think. I try really hard. I try. I have made some journals that I don't ink, but it's hard for me. I don't know why. I guess because I like that grungy, vintagey, old look. So, it's going to be fun trying to piece this video together. I may need help. I might need some help. I might use my Fabri-Tac on this. Only because this is still a little damp. I don't know that it'll make a difference because this is like the bomb diggity bomb bomb glue, but so is this other. That's cute on the back too, and I love trucks. Oh, I gotta let this drop down. I think a lot of crafters put their art glitter glue in here out of the bottle, and I like it. I like the tips, and then I just refill it. Some people have their bottles all decorated up. I haven't done that yet. We're just waiting. Just waiting. It's a little strip I could do something with. So, yeah, we're going. There we go. Now we're rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling. I have no idea what this book is going to be. No idea what I'm going to do with it. I just love making journals. So if you wanted to, I don't particularly think Halloween needs to be glued or sewn. I think there's a certain look and place for sewing around your journals and such. Sorry if you hear noise, I don't know what they're doing. And I'll just get my little spreader out and spread that around. So that is good. Yeah, I like that. I like it a lot. And I could grungy that up too if I wanted to, which, let's just see what's on here. What's left on the old ink pad. There. And then we'll put some book corners on it. I won't do that on camera. And I probably will show you my other journals the next video because this has to all be kind of pieced together and to even get a video out there for you. Yeah, I think I like it. And then the next time you see it, I'll have some things added for some dimension. Yeah. Great. Like it. All right. Well, guys, I apologize. It's kind of a crazy video. Wish me luck that I get it pieced together for you and post better. And we'll chat and show you some my ephemera and my journal covers that I have that I really need to be working on. They're kind of a continuation from last year. So we will we'll jump in and work on some of those, but I definitely want to share and show that with you guys. So have a great day. Thanks for being here. Thanks for subscribing and hanging out with me. See you guys the next time.